Bonjour and welcome to TFOC-TV series In Confidence, One Woman Tell Us All. Today I am with one of my friends and I admire greatly. We met about 2 years ago through a mentoring program that we did together, and we become friends ever since. And so let me introduce you to Joe today. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Vanessa. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here too. So Joe, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Of course. I'm Jo Johnson and my business is The Content Coach, and I help small business owners learn how to tell their stories and use those for their marketing to grow their business. So lots of digital content marketing and writing sort of work.
Which we need actually a lot when you're a small business, isn't it? Yeah, so
absolutely.
That's a great help.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. And can you share with us, Joe, how old you are?
How old I am? I turned 44 a week and a half ago.
Wow. 40 something and fabulous.
40 something. Yes.
Thank you. So we'll start our question. So do you feel you are confident in your own skin?
Yes, now I do. It wasn't always that way though. As a teenager, of course, I went through the typical T-zone troubles and, you know, had spots and quite oily skin, and it used to bother me. But, you know, as I travelled actually as a 20-something, my skin changed a lot. I spent a lot of time in Europe, and so my skin changed quite a lot. And then really once I had kids, it changed again. And hormones, you know, shift things around. And now I'm really comfortable with who I am, how my skin actually looks, and how I am. I think I've got bigger things to worry about.
Yes.
and those things now. So, yeah, priorities change, I suppose.
Yeah. So, what is it that you do to make you feel good?
So mostly it's about sort of eating well. I'm not on any kind of strict fad diets or anything like that. I really enjoy food, but I enjoy cooking. So I do a lot of my own cooking and making of snacks and things for the kids and myself. I drink. I love wine. And I think one of the biggest things to make me happy is actually not getting so hung up and worrying about what's good for you and what's not and what's right and what's wrong. It's just doing what makes you feel good, within reason, of course.
Within reason, exactly.
And I exercise moderately a few times a week. I do dancing when I want to. I go out with girlfriends when I want to. And I love my business. I do a lot of work, but it doesn't worry me. It's you know, it's all good stuff.
So I think it's just about do what you like and what you love in moderation, without you have, you know, something telling you, you know, don't do that or whatever.
Absolutely. I think the stress that we put on ourselves as young women is more harmful than actually the things that we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And certainly as I've gotten older, that is something that has I've relaxed all those stresses and worries.
Would you say that confidence comes with age?
Absolutely. For me, definitely. I've always had, you know, reasonably good self-esteem. I was good at school and good at dancing and whatever. So I never was the subject of really low self-esteem or anxiety or depression or anything like that. But certainly as I've gotten older, I worry less about outward appearance and more about what I value. And I think when you really sink into that and live with that, you glow on the outside anyway.
That's great advice actually. So can you tell us, what do you do when you don't feel so good about yourself?
Yes, I hide under the doona. Or I put my hair in a ponytail and put the dark glasses on. Look, you just have to keep going, don't you? I have a family to look after and be a part of, and you can't run away from bad days. Everybody has them, so it's a matter of managing those. Thankfully, I don't have too many. And I wear a lot of black. Very Melbourne, but I wear a lot of black when I'm feeling really crappy so that it covers all the sins.
And then I love that, all the sins. So, you know, you have a few clothes item in your wardrobe, black.
Yes,
it's the thing.
Absolutely.
And if you had a piece of advice to give us about self-confidence, what would it be?
Just really try and sink into what feels good for you. Everybody's different, and you can't read a magazine and kind of retrofit that perfect lifestyle to yours. You just need to do what feels good, because if it feels good, it will be good for you.
Yes, that sounds beautiful advice. Thank you so much, Jo. So that was Jo Johnson today, our guest, and I'll see you next time for the next In Confidence One Woman Tell a Whole. À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Bye.